Credit to Morgan State. I think they played an outstanding game. I knew how capable they were. I've played against them for the past 2 seasons, and Janai Henson is a really tough basketball player. They deserve this way more than we ever should have and would have, and I'm just happy for them. As far as our team is concerned, there's a lot of learning lessons from this game specifically. I'm never one to make any kind of excuses, so you won't ever hear that from me. But I'm just excited that it's only game 7. It's year 1 for me. We've got a lot of valuable learning lessons to keep growing from, and no one got hurt tonight, so that's a blessing as well.
Okay. You preach rebounding. It didn't exactly go your way tonight.
Let me tell you something. 23 rebounds, that will never happen again. You can put that in the papers. Ever.
When you do look at that, though, what can you diagnose it so quickly after tonight and what the disparity was and where that kind of came up from?
I wish I had the answer. I think that we're human, and I think we came out flat, and I think they punched us in the face, and we just never punched back, honestly. They were the aggressors for the whole game.
Did that kind of change how you guys played, kind of like playing from behind the whole time? Did you have to switch up your game plan?
Going into halftime, obviously we're trying to switch a few things. I mean, I've never had anyone score 22 points in a half on me before. So there's definitely a focal point there, but we were just trying to slow them down. They got so hot, and we couldn't really stop the bleeding fast enough.
Laura, after a 3-0 start, now you guys have gone 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
How discouraging is that for you and the players?
It's interesting because I never really say anything that I regret after games. That's something I've truly learned, and I think you take a 24-hour rule for every single game. But we're 7 games in, and we've got some really good basketball players on this team, and they work extremely hard. So is it disappointing? Absolutely. But did we play 3 back-to-back-to-back Power 5 opponents, beat one of them, going to play another Power 5 opponent? Well, Princeton should be a Power 5 opponent on December the 5th. I think we have to keep the main thing, silence all the noise, and focus on the game plan for Princeton.
A performance like this, do you want the players to remember it and use as motivation, or do you want them to forget about it entirely?
We're going to watch film. I think it's more of just a learning situation. How prepared do you come ready to play? How consistent can you continue to be? I just think, again, that we have to feel it, we have to learn from it, and we have to move on.
You look at the shooting numbers, 18 of 49 from the floor, 1 of 13 from 3. It did seem, Ryan and I talked about it on air, it seemed like a lot of shots were halfway down and popped out. What did you think about the shooting tonight? Did it just seem like you were getting the shots you wanted and they just weren't falling, or did you think you were pressing at times?
I think tonight wasn't our night, and I think there were some shots that we make typically that we didn't. And I credit Morgan. I think they also made a lot of shots that they don't always make either. I think it was one of those things where the shot, that basket was super wide and it was super tight for us. But again, we don't get discouraged from this at all. We just learn and we move on.